Hello, and welcome to GPJ for the Devil's Advocate bonus round. Today is a bonus round because there were no questions, and I fully respect that this time. Nothing needs to be questioned about the movie. I mean, obviously I'll do questions if you have any, but it's essentially I am out for this one. I do not know about this one, so there you go. Okay, and here we go. Trivia, but mistakes first. After a day in court for Alex Cullen, all the press and media run to the phone booths. Watch the dude who runs into the second booth closest to us. He just stands there watching the action. He doesn't use the phone. Okay, this could be because there was no phone there. You know, production-wise, there might not have been a phone there. It might not have worked. It might have been bad acting. It's all very terrible, but what are you going to do? As far as movie excuse goes, you could just argue that he's kind of stunned. He just wants to be at the phone ready for when he's got the right questions, ideas, stuff that he needs to report on right away, or he knows that the phone's going to be tied up for some reason. It's many reasons, so there's that. In the scene where Keanu's wife commits suicide in the psychiatric ward, you see Keanu's secretary stand idle outside the door as he screams for a doctor. In the next shot, just a second or two later, his mother, a nurse and a few other patients are looking instead. Then, only a moment later, the two patients have disappeared. Okay, people moving around in the scene, in a psychiatric ward of a hospital, easily explained. You could just say that they went nuts. You know, they saw blood and fucked off. You know, it's same people do that. They see blood, they go away, either through fainting or just running away in general. I mean, I know if I see blood, then I will either try to help the person. I was life-saving trained, so I would probably go get a doctor or something. So there's nothing. That's not really a mistake. After winning his last case in Gainesville, Keanu is about to get into his car with his wife. He pulls out her left earring with his mouth and hands it to her while she's on her cell phone. When she is getting into the car, 2 seconds later, her earring is back in her left ear. She never puts her hands up. That's just picky. She could have easily put it back in 2 seconds. I've seen women do this all the time. You know, they actually take the earring off. Like, see, it's really nice, the earring, and then put it back in again, just like that. And they're the type of earrings that you can kind of just hook in back anyway, so I don't see what the big point is with this one. It's very easily done, 2 seconds, no problem. So, here's the bits of trivia. During the beginning of the film, Al Pacino and Keanu Reeves are on top of the office building. Pacino is promising money, clients, and power to Reeves if he joins his firm. This is a reference to the Temptation of Christ, where Satan took him to a mountain and showed him all the cities of the world and promised it to him if he bowed down to him. So, you might have noticed this if you watch like Cribs or something like the Millionaire Cribs or whatever, that Donald Trump's apartment is in this movie. Alexander Cullen, he's a character in this, and he's a murder suspect and stuff. He's supposed to be basically Donald Trump in this movie, essentially, and there's a scene where you see lots and lots of gold and a great view and everything. All of that is real. All of that is Donald Trump's apartment. It's a shame, really, that Donald Trump is such an arsehole, but what you can do. You may have seen at the beginning of the movie, there's a church congregation, and it's an actual church in. Is it in Florida? I think it is. It's an actual evangelical church and stuff. It's just the entire scene is filmed, and there is of course the actress that plays Keanu Reeves' mother in the film, and that's it. Though that's all of the actors that are in that scene. The rest of them are only actors by the fact that they're on camera. So that's an actual church. So that is everything. I hope you have enjoyed the trivia and the everything for this thing. Vlog wise, I don't really have anything. Oh, that's what I've got to do. I've got to pick the next thing, so bear with me. Okay, so next film. Okay, so oh, that's not good. I haven't seen the first one yet in this bit, so I'm guessing. Yep, it is. It's Batman. I have forgotten the name of the freaking film because it doesn't say so on the DVD. Is it The Dark Knight? Or Batman? No, Batman Begins. It's Batman Begins. Is that The Dark Knight? We got Begins and Dark Knight. The last one's Rises, isn't it? I don't know. So yeah, that's the next thing. It's offensive joke time. Offensive question time. Offensive question time. Okay, here we go. This one's by You Die. Okay, they're jerks, whoever this is. So oh, it's a joke. It's another joke. They're always jokes. So here we go. After getting all of Pope, it's a long one, of Pope Benedict's luggage loaded into the limo, and he doesn't travel light, the driver notices the Pope is still standing on the curb. "Excuse me, Your Holiness," says the driver. "Would you please take your seat so we can leave?" "Well, to tell you the truth," says the Pope, they never let me drive at the Vatican when I was Cardinal, and I'd really like to drive today." "I'm sorry, Your Holiness, but I cannot let you do that. I'd lose my job." "What if something should happen?" protests the driver, wishing he'd never gone to work that morning. Who's going to tell?" says the Pope with a smile. Reluctantly, the driver gets in the back as the Pope climbs in behind the wheel. The driver quickly regrets his decision after exiting the airport. The Pontiff floors it, accelerating the limo to 205 kilometers. Remember, the Pope is German. "Please slow down, Your Holiness," pleads the worried driver, but the Pope keeps the pedal to the metal until they hear sirens. "Oh dear God, I'm going to lose my license and my job," moans the driver. The Pope pulls over and rolls down the window as the cop approaches, but the cop takes one look at him, goes back to his motorcycle and gets on the radio. "I need to talk to the chief," he says to the dispatcher. The chief gets to the radio and the cop tells him that he stopped a limo going 205 kph. "So bust him," says the chief. "I don't think we want to do that. He's really important," says the cop. The chief explained, "All the more reason." "No, I mean really important," says the cop with a bit of persistence. The cop then asks, "Who do you have there, the mayor?" The cop, bigger. A chief, a senator. The cop, bigger. Chief, the Prime Minister. The cop, bigger. Well, said the chief, who is it? The cop, I think it's God. The chief is even more puzzled and curious. What makes you think it's God? The cop. He's the Pope. Well, that's not offensive. That's the end of it, by the way. That's not offensive. I don't understand that. I mean, I'm not really that religious though, so I don't get offended by stuff like that. I would do another one, but we're going way over time because that joke, if that was even a joke, it was lame. I should have done more acting, to be honest. Yeah, that was really long, and it's gonna. I need to edit this already so that I can upload it. So yeah. It's this whole big thing.